Good evening, everyone. Once again, it's me, Starsorphan, here tonight. We're here in America tonight for round 19 of the ROM official season Grand Prix. So, looking forward to qualifying. Once again, it's short qualifying for this. Well, who's first out here today? It looks like Hardy is first out. RSF1 Tier 1 driver. Recently joined. ROM official. I recently raced this truck in last Saturday in FTR. Sorry, not FTR, SLR. It's only SLRs and FTRs. So here we are, Hardy out here first in the Williams. This big long straight here. It's where all the overtakes will probably be done. Just see in the background there. It was a Mercedes, no, it was an Aston Martin of ROM BFord. Well, Hardy will be the first guy here to set a lap here today if he doesn't invalidate. Just slowly easing it around here. Just don't want to push the tyres too hard just yet. And try and, at the very last minute, get some heat in those tyres and start his lap. So he's coming into up the hill now into turn 1. Gets on the brakes nicely. See a car there coming out of the pits, but it shouldn't affect him. And he's going to have ROM BFord behind him, who's also on a lap. This is the tricky part of the whole track. If you get this right, you'll make up so much time. He hasn't invalidated, so pretty much the last 2 sectors of this track are pretty much straightforward. I mean, you want to get on the brakes nice and late here, so you can fly into the corner and then on the power up through the gears nicely. DRS open and full ERS, and he's up to 198. He's going to creep into the 201 there, so really pushing it. Williams going out straight, but he's got ROM BFord closing in fast, so obviously ROM BFord on a very good lap. We'll stay on board with him. He's going to be first across the line. What kind of time is he going to do? He's coming around the final few bends, the final corner. Behind, let's see, who is behind ROM BFord? So as he comes across the line, he sets a 1:35 as ROM BFord beats that by a second. So there's more time there to be found for Hardy as we got sorry, that was wrong side. I apologise. Born happy as he in sector 1. So this section here is so tricky to get right. You got to get lucky, I find. Yeah. Really throw it into the corners, just hope the car sticks. I need to get the full map up so I can see what's going on. Right, we've got John Baxter goes top with a 33.9. Nice time there for him. Happy. Alex BC coming up on the line. What's he set? 34.4 goes third fastest there. Ron Drowsy out of nowhere has just set the fastest time by 0.3. So, yeah. Happy now. Come around the final 3 corners here in the Aston Martin. Oh, almost loses it on the final corner. 34.3 though. It's not a bad time for fastest. And Long there goes third fastest with a 34.1. So a good time there from the Red Bull driver. And we got Stato coming up into the pits. Up to his 36.1. Med is invalidated his lap. ROM BFord is yet to come out of the pits, so we've got other guys here will probably be coming back in now. So Med is going to have to go around. Perhaps that was his outlap, sorry. So he will be one of the favourites here today for pole after his win last week. Pretty good race last week in, I think it was Japan, was it? Yeah. Lots of action. It's looking at a very good lap here so far from Med. Could be challenging in the top spots here. And around nicely around that final corner. And it was fifth fastest with a 34.2, but let's have a look at ROM BFord, who has invalidated his lap. So I believe he's on an outlap, so see what Stato is doing. He's got a Red Bull right behind him. But Ron Lawn, can't have been Ron Lawn, surely. Oh, Hardy, I think got blocked there. It was actually a Williams, my mistake. Do look very similar at the distance. Kind of both affected their laps there. Days Freak joining now, very late on. Should be able to get a couple of laps in. James lining in 9th place at the moment with a 34.8. He's found 10th there to go above Ludlow. Funny enough, he's right in front of him. So I've got Ron Sack coming up to the line now. Can he improve his time? Let's have a look. He does improve his time. He's second fastest there with a 38. So ROM BFord has gone into the pits. Dylan Baxter's about to start his lap. Let's have a look. He's on a lap. He's at Ludlow. Still on a lap. He's got Ron James behind him. And coming around the final bend, he's going to improve his time, is he? Let's have a look. Does improve it by 2/10. So what's Ron James going to find? 3/10. So they're matching their times, but it looks as though by 400ths a second, Ron James is going to miss out. But look at that though. Between 4.5 feet and Ron James is 6th and 9th. 4 drivers there separated by only 1/10 of a second. And even 2/10 from Med there. So it's very close in that midfield. So Ron Drazi is set up for a lap here. Not seen much of him despite his pole time at the moment. So there's a yellow flag in sector 3. So we'll stay on board with Ron Drazi. He's 1/10 from a bit up on his time. Find more time. Into the end of sector 2. Nice big long straight here up to 8th gear. Can you get into 202 miles an hour? So obviously got a little bit down. He's 3.5 up now, so he's definitely finding time. Can he find more in his final sector? Little twitchy coming out the corner there, but gets on the power. Coming around the final few corners now. Almost invalidates, right on the limit there. Clips the inside curb a little bit, but comes up to the line and he improves by a huge margin there. 6/10. So a lot of time to be found if you can find it. Med now is in sector 2. We'll switch on to Gordon Day Street, which is sector 1. The other Ferrari driver. See his teammate there in the background there. Currently sitting on pole by a massive margin of 8/10 at the moment. Can't really judge this lap because it is his first lap. Just needs to hold it together now. Oh, and as I say that, he spins it. Commentator's curse there, if there ever was one, and he's frustrated there. Hits the barrier, and I hope you look back on the stream days, because that was perfection here. That everyone's in the pits now, except for Stato and Ron Ludlow. Stato is ahead, so Lee Stato can go faster than that. Let's be honest. 36. We've got everyone piling out of the pits now. Look at that gaggle of cars there in sector 1. Gonna have to try and make some space there. Stoke about to start his lap. We've got ROM BFord still yet to set a lap. He's at the front of his queue. There's his teammate lying in second place at the moment with a 38.8. Takes that so well there, ROM side. Wouldn't be surprised if he's up on that time. Yeah, he's up by half a tenth only. But that's not the main. The main area you could probably make it up more is these two sectors here, if you really get them nice and clean. See up on his time in sector 2. He's a tenth and a half down, so ROM BFord now coming round the final few corners. He's got Alex PC, I believe, behind him. So ROM BFord comes up to the line. Can he challenge the top times? 33.4, goes second fastest there. Alex PC coming up to the line now. What's he going to do? He's 4.5 tenths up. He does improve, but I don't think he moves anywhere. That's that. Got Med coming up to the line now. What can he do? Can he improve? He does improve. Doesn't move. So Dylan Baxter now coming around the final corner. He's absolutely swung that out wide. Comes up to the line now. What can he do? And he does improve to third place. 33.6. That's ROM Drowsy now coming around the final corner. He has got pole. you have it. Rom Drazzy gets pulled by 3.5 tenths there from Rom BFord. Donald Baxter in third, Ron Ladlow fourth, Rom Syke fifth, 4.5 very good there in sixth, Rom Lawn, Med, Alex PC, Rom James, surprise 11th place there from O'Hardy, Stato in 12th, Dave's Freak and Aki has joined late on, so did the set lap of 3. So that is the end of qualifying. We'll have a short break now and then get the race underway. Well, we're about to get underway here. tyre. And the Mercedes there, Aki AMG. Another late joiner is Ace Freak, also on the hard time in the Ferrari. Aki's teammates start there on a medium tyre, Mercedes. Surprise 11th place there for O'Hardy, there on the hard tyre, Williams. Ron James there in the Alfa Romeo on the medium tyre. And we have Alex PC on the hard tyre in the Alpine. And we have last week's race winner, Med on the hard tyre. Then we have Ron Lawn on the medium tyre. Everyone now is on medium tyres in the top 7, so I can't be asked to say that. So we have 4 happy there. Austin, Alpha Tauri, Ron Selleck there in the Aston Martin, Ron Ludlow in the Williams, Dylan Baxter in the Alfa Romeo, Ron BFord there in the Aston Martin. Tyres up. Have your pole sitter, Ron Brazzi. Tell me that's the only camera angle. Highlights, and we're away we go. Sorry, that was the only camera angle I could actually get. It looks like a mad dive bomb there from Dylan Baxter at the start, and he's managed to pay off. I think he made contact there with Ron Selleck. And Ron Selleck won't be happy with that, as Ron Brazzi and Ron BFord go side by side, and it looks as though he's gone wide. That opened the door for Dylan Baxter, but he can't get through there. He's holding off Ron Selleck at the moment, and they're all fighting tooth and nail there, coming through sector 1. And as they come through sector 1, everyone's managed to get through unscathed. Some action there, very at the back, as Ron Selleck has dropped down. He's had a spin or contact with somebody, and that's really cost him. He was fighting very hard there with Dylan Baxter, and look at that, 3 wide going into the end of the straight. It looks like he's late on the brakes there. He's going to push Ron Brazzi wide, as Ron BFord sitting right behind it, and can you get the undercut there as they're going 3 wide again? Surely there's going to be contact. Dylan goes for the move, and he's got the move done, and Ron Brazzi's trying to defend from Ron BFord, but I think Ron BFord's got the run on him, and he's dropped down 2 places in the space of 3 corners, and he's not going to be happy with that. Trying to get those tyres up to temperature. I do find that Ron Brazzi struggles with tyre temps. Once he does get him up, as you can see, he comes out of that final corner. He's setting up Ron BFord into turn 1. Can he get the move done? He's going late on the brakes, and they're going side by side. He's going to get the move done. And is Ron BFord coming back at him? He's going side by side again. Through sector 1. He does manage to hold the line through there. Not really space there for 2 cars to go through. You look at that, them fighting, Dylan Baxter's up in a 7/10 lead. If you can get that to a second, it'd be golden. He's under a little bit less pressure now. It's all died down a little bit. Oh, lap 2 now, yeah. Med is trying to defend there from Ron Lawn. I think they're going side by side there. And right on the gearbox there, Lawn. He dropped down a few places from the start. And giving each other space and trying to get the move done. He's going to have the better traction. No, he's going to have to back out of it. You might try and get him on the main pit straight. He's looking, but you've got like Hardy there. Also on the hard tyre, having a look. Right in the slipstream now. Pull out up into turn 1. Surely he's going to get a bit late on the brakes there, and he does. Nice move there from Lawn. Now we can get after Rom James. He's had a very good start. He dropped back a few places. Yeah, Med seems to be struggling out there. It's not one of his tracks. He's on there. Hard tyre though, so you could understand that, I suppose. These hard runners now will be praying that there's no safety car. Well, Rom Sutik has pitted. He's got a bit of open track ahead of him. So obviously he may have taken damage in that incident. He will be praying for a safety car. So there's some fighting there between the two Mercedes and Alex PC. Oh, and looks like Alex PC's lost it. Or was it? Sorry, it was Hardy lost it. So that's really affected him. He's lost 5 seconds, 6 seconds now to this pack. He's pitting. Oh, he's retired from the session. I don't know. Oh, disappointment there from Hardy. Oh well. Move on to the leaders, and it's still the top 3 of Dylan Baxter, Ron Drowsy, and ROM BFord. Ludlow is only a second behind them, so is Ford Happy, so they're keeping in contention. And now you see the move there by Ron Lawn on Ron James there. Oh, look at the fighting going on between Alex PC there and Stato and Aki. Oh, and they've popped Alex PC there. Both the Mercedes drivers. That big long straight is such a weapon, really, in overtaking. Oh, and Stato's gone wide. It's opened the door for Alex PC there. As he's just got past Alex PC there. What's happened to ROM BFord? What's happened to ROM BFord because he's dropped down from 3rd. Must have had a spin. I've not noticed it because it's moved up to Getting a move down there on Ron James, so he must have dropped down nearly to 7th place. So he must have had a spin somewhere, or an incident with something happened, because Razzie is now leading and Dylan Baxter's behind. So maybe Dylan Baxter's struggling a bit on the ERS maybe. Razzie got the move down because he's still keeping with him. Maybe Dylan Baxter had a spin and caught ROM BFord out. BFord sets the fast lap of the race, he's trying to recover now. Well, Ludlow is still, as you see, Form Happy struggling a little bit there on the traction, getting on the power. He's got Ron Lawn company at 2/10. Looks like he's going to get the move done here. He's got a lot of moves today, Ron Lawn. He lost that move at the end of the straight there. This is the point where ROM BFord is losing heaps of time, probably, to the leaders. Next PC there, fighting, and he's managed to get past the Mercedes driver almost there. Surely there's going to be contact there. Nope, they keep it clean. Gets the move done. They're going back and forth, back and forth. He's free. Aki is trying again. Pulling off overtakes for fun here, but he's going to get the better run here. Alex PC out of the corner, so can he break away? That's the key thing, I think, between the three of them. Oh, and Alex PC spins. He was going so well there, and it caught Aki out because he let his teammate go through. So we can get back running again and catch up to this little group again. And you see Dave Streak there, in 12th place. We haven't seen nothing of him so far in this race. We'll be hoping that a few more crash out maybe to try and get any points today. But, spin there for Alex PC. Hopefully he can catch up to Alex PC a little bit. Ron Sutlick obviously disappointed with obviously the beginning part of this race. He's been slowly catching up. Obviously got loads of upper track ahead of him, and so he's not hampered by cars in front of him. So he's catching up to Dave's Freak at a rate of knots. ROM BFord has managed to dispatch Form Happy now. And he's got Ron Lawn, who is probably going to be a little bit harder to get past. Over there, it's falling off the top two now. 3 seconds almost now. So he's obviously playing for the third spot here. He has got Ron Lawn and ROM BFord now. So his pace is slowly dropping off there from Ludlow. see all three there on the screen. All happy. Like getting past, just still trying to keep it in that 1 second window if you can. It's very low on the RS. You're really pushing now. See that because he's opened up a 1 second, more than a 1 second gap now to Dylan Baxter. Dylan Baxter struggling to hold on to him now. Well, Ron James has decided to pit with 19 laps to go. A bit early for a pit stop, really, when you think about it. He's got to take those mediums all the way to the end. Stat was looking for the move on Med. Just a little bit too far back, is he? Yeah, he's just a little too far back there. His teammate, though, has got past Med. ROM BFord's got past Lawn now, so going after the leaders now. Ron Ludlow seems to be struggling a little bit with these tyres. The fresh tyres now will be absolutely superb. Alex PC gets past Dave's Freak there. Trying to break the toe there, Ludlow. Oh, he lost it a little bit there, didn't know where ROM BFord was, but he's trying to fight it back. But I think ROM BFord will probably have the inside line here and get the better traction. He's still going, could still hold it here, because he's going to get a better line here. And he is going to come out of that corner, and he's going to hold the inside line there, so good defending there from Ludlow. Very nice exit here. Should be able to get into turn one here. He's using all of his ERS there. Ludlow trying to hold the inside line, forcing ROM BFord to go wide. And he'll try and get the better traction out of there, and he does get the better traction because ROM BFord had to go wide and hit the curb. So he still holds on. ROM BFord knows that this is the blocker that he needs to get past. But chance of winning this race. Dylan Baxter at the top is slowly caught back to Ron Drowsy by about 3 tenths there, so he's not out of this race. Yes, Ron Stark there made up the pit stop that he needed on day 3. He really needs a safety car big time now. Hold the inside line. They're still going for it. And look at that. That's brought ROM back into it. Going banging tyres there. Still going side by side. He's coming back. He's going to force ROM BFord wide again. And still ROM BFord can't get the move done. But surely, yep, Rod Motto's had enough of that fight in there. Costing him time. So he's decided to pit, get the undercut possibly on ROM BFord. And Dylan Baxter's in now. So, onto the hard tyre. He's going to get the undercut on Ron Tracy. He's continuing on. Huge movement there. As you see there, Dylan Baxter's coming out into a heap of traffic there, which is not going to help him out at all if he's going for the undercut. I'm trying to get those tyres up to temps. He could have just got out ahead of those two cars there. He would have been golden. But it's going to cost him. You see now fighting there between Rom Celtic and Dave Streak, and it's pretty easy overtake there for Rom Celtic. Gets the move done. Stato, what's happened to him? He's pitted obviously, but he's been dropped down quite far down, and he's got a penalty there, and that Dave Streak picks up a penalty now. So Ron BFord's got to find 7 seconds. He's got Ron Lawn. All that fighting that he's done possibly has really affected Ron BFord's tyres. Because Ron Lawn is still in that 1 second window. So he can keep the pressure on Ron BFord. As Ron Tracy now pits from the lead. So he will get out ahead of Dylan Baxter, because Dylan Baxter is right in. It was pretty close. I mean, if he didn't have that traffic, I mean, that's it. See, that is the difference there. See, that 1 second and a bit that Ron Tracy had has literally gained him a huge track position there, because he's got out ahead of those two cars, which Dylan Baxter did not. And that's cost Dylan Baxter could be the race. The way things are going, because he's going to lose a heap of time still. Got to dispatch these cars pretty quickly. I know that they've got to pit soon, but they're on the hard tyres, so they may not pit until another 3 or 4 laps. Yeah, it's got the fresh tyres, and it's contact there between Aki and Dylan Baxter. Dylan Baxter backed out of it smartly. You know what, there was nothing that either driver there could do, because Aki was covering the inside from Ron James. Dylan Baxter. So not Ron James, Med. Look at that. Because of that. 2.8 seconds now is the gap from Dylan Baxter. Possibly 3 seconds the gap. And he's still got those two in front of him. So it's costed him so much time in terms of tyre wear as well, sitting behind another car. But because those two cars are fighting themselves, they're getting DRS assistance, and this must be in that Alfa Romeo right now, thinking to himself, get out of the way, get out of the way. But I think that Aki's going to be vulnerable now, because he's almost dropped out of the 1 second window there. So they're going to be coming into the pit straight. Surely Dylan Baxter could get the move done. He's flashing now. He's Aki, so he's out of DRS. He's going to be very vulnerable now. Going late on the brakes there, but Aki's trying to fight it. And there's contact, and you had to back out that one, Aki. Got one done. He just needs to find another one. But look at that. 4.5 seconds. 5 seconds if you include the 1 second there. Like, Ron Drassi leads this race now. Effectively. Because of, obviously, two Ron Lawn and ROM BFord have yet to pit. So, they're dragging each other along now. Ron Drassi, though, sets the fastest lap of the race. So he's closing them in big time now. Much fresher tyres. Well, look at that ROM static. Still on those tyres. Old hards. Rob James is right on the back of this little group now. Now this should be the time that Dylan Baxter gets past him. Yeah, he flies past. Should be able to get it into the next corner. Yeah, he'll be away now, but look at the gap between him and Ron Drassi. 6.5 seconds there. He's lost in that short period of time, having to dispatch those two cars. When he went into the pits, he was only 1.4 seconds behind, so he's lost effectively 5 seconds with all that fighting and obviously tyre wear. Ron Drassi just smashing fastest laps now, and we're waiting for these top two to pit. They're obviously holding out possibly the alternate strategy here of a safety car, maybe, but in all of that, Ron has got past ROM BFord. ROM BFord's made a mistake. He must be struggling on these tyres now. But look at that, Ron Drassi now is effectively a pit stop ahead of the top two. He's 4 seconds away from being a pit stop ahead. Really. Alex PC coming into the pits again. Down 13th. Not having the best of days. Long Stato. And Dave Streak. Shows you how much time you could lose though. And stay out so long on those tyres as Aki and Ron Ludlow are fighting there. Oh, it's contact between Ron James and Aki, and it's cost Aki 2 places there to Vaughan Happy. So caught that on the stream there. So obviously Aki's not going to be very happy with that one. In fact, I think he's very unhappy about that one. He's pitted. Could have possible wing damage. No, he's not good. No wing damage. So they're still fighting for points here today. Still the top two get the pit. They're going to have much fresh tyres than Ron Drassi, but the thing is, Ron Drassi is effectively now a pit stop ahead of the top two. He's coming up to ROM BFord now. So even if they have much fresher tyres, they've got what? 11 laps to close in on him? Can't see that happening. They're possibly holding on for a safety car, but I can't see a safety car coming at the moment from Morris. They haven't even had a virtual. Must be so disheartening knowing that you've got to go the whole length of the Grand Prix on those tyres. Well, finally, ROM BFord pits. Also, you could be going to the soft tyre. A set of hearts. Oh, that is a shock. I would have chanced it and gone for the soft, surely. 10 laps to go. Wrong. Leading this race now. Going back slow, not closing on Ron Drassi. He's had so much fighting to do. His tyres were probably affected by that. Oh, the two Mercedes drivers want to keep fighting between themselves. We have Alex PC and Dave Freak right at the back there, making up the numbers. He's picked up some more penalties there, Dave Freak. So he's really struggling out there for penalties. But fair dues to the two of them. Continuing on. You never know what can happen. Yep, the front, yeah, it's Ron Drassi sails past Ron Lawn pretty easily there. Much fresher tyres. I mean, Ron Lawn must be pushing for a soft tyre now, surely. Look at that, ROM BFord will be closing in rapidly now. Look at the traffic he's got to get through to get to Ron Drassi. Heap of traffic to get through, even on fresh tyres. This could work out well for Ron if you can get on a soft tyre for the last, say, 6 laps. I mean, possibly find yourself in a very good position at the end of it. You guys got to be thinking, right now would be the time to get on the softs. I mean, maybe 2 more. That's it. That's what happens. So you push the tyres too much, and he's gone 18 laps on those mediums. It must be on the limit of. He literally pitted the lap before, maybe. That's going to cost him some good points here today. He'll be surely pitting now. He must be so frustrated. ROM BFord now up to the back of Ron James. Yeah, that was his plan there, the soft tyre. Quietly got through this race run right there. And 4.5. They've been virtually side by side for most of the race, and pretty much kept it quiet. As you see, Ron James, we're taken there by ROM BFord. Pretty straightforward move. much fresher tyres. I mean, look at that now, Ron James. He's got another 8 laps to go on those tyres, which I can't see him doing. He's going to have to pit again. I don't know. I think there's a bad call pitting so early for those mediums. You see Aki now putting pressure on Rom's side. I don't think there's much Rom side can do from here. As you see, Ron James there gone for the sauce. Going to lose a heap of positions there, but you'll be able to make him back on much fresher tyres. As you see there on lawn, it's come out ahead of him. And there you have your race leader. Slowly creeping up on him is Dylan Baxter. He's got it down to 6 seconds now. Then you have Rom Ludlow, who's currently holding off for Happy. And then obviously Rom BFord is absolutely flying now. He's got open track ahead of him. Hoping for a move. What's happened? 4.5 years span. So that will be one less person to overtake. It's unfortunate there for Happy. That's going to leave third place now vulnerable for Ludlow. He's going to be hoping that he's got much older tyres. That's the problem that Ludlow's got right now to hold on to this P3. At the time there, he had the buffer of 4.5, but 6 laps to go? Can he hold on? That's the question. Well, the race is in the bag really for Ron Drazi. He's not really been challenged much here today. At the beginning part of the race, obviously, yeah, Dylan Baxter, but then Dylan Baxter, unfortunately, got stuck in traffic, so the action after that was pretty much straightforward. Ron Drazi would get away with no pressure on him. Pressure now is going to be on Ron Ludlow and whether he can hold on. But Ron BFord, though, has got a penalty. Let's have a look. A 3-second penalty, so he has to get a move on now, Ron BFord. He's going to have to effectively get past him and build a 3-second gap to Ludlow. We've got the gap down to 2 seconds now, less than 2 seconds almost now. There's action here going on between Ron James and Aki. It's a 10 separating them as they're coming in to the final corner, and it's looking a little bit dodgy there on the stream. I don't know. Oh, and around goes Lawn. He's just lost it there. Opens the door for Ron James. He's going into set 1 now, pushing Aki a little bit wide there, and Aki has to give up the position. Just look at that, he's on the fresh sauce, so yeah, he's going to be absolutely flying at the moment, Ron James. But he needs to recover from that though, Lawn, that spin. Right on the back of Aki now. Look at the top there, Ron BFord now 1.6 seconds behind Ludlow with 5 laps to go. I can't see it being a problem for him to get the podium. As we look at this now, Ludlow is trying to get the move done here, and he's gonna sail past him, I think, with the fresh sauce there, and he does get the move done. So we move on to Ron James there. He's trying to pull away from this group. Going to have Rob Lawn for company. Look now at this now as Ludlow. It's only a 1.4 second gap now to ROM BFord with 4 laps left to go after this one. You see it? Yeah. Slowly closing down. Ludlow, you think into himself, just got to keep consistent. Consistent laps, save my ERS as much as I can, and then only use it when I have to. But that ROM BFord hasn't got most ERS. In fact, Ludlow has got more. See that? Straight line speed there from Ludlow. So this fight is not over yet. Alex PC has crashed out, I believe. Oh no, he's retired on a pit, so I don't know. I believe Ron James has been overtaken by Lawn, so Lawn goes very wide there. Trying to hold it. And there you see it. The move has been done by ROM BFord on Ludlow. Can Ludlow stay within the 1 second gap? The key thing now. Get dragged along by ROM BFord. He's got the ERS to do it. Whether he's got the tyre wear, that's the problem. Yeah, don't burn the ERS yet. And keep attention. Keep consistent. And you can still sneak this podium. Fawn happy there, trying to come back from his spin. 13 lap old compared to 8 lap old mediums. I think Med got the move done there, effectively, in that, not the other way around. So yeah, he's struggling a little bit now, Fawn happy. And ROM BFord is only 6/10 ahead going into the last 3 laps here. Still on back status, so we dropped a little bit further back. He's keeping consistent, matching each other for laps, but it's going to be Ron Drowsy for the victory here today. Right, this is a sector now that ROM BFord has to really push hard to try and get away. Almost has. Ludlow still keeps it in there, so he's going to get the DRS assistance if we can get to that timing beam. He will get the DRS, so for this lap. So he won't burn ERS, trying to save a little bit more. ROM BFord now down to 14% ERS, so he's got nothing to pull away with, really. You see that, Ron Ludlow can keep in contention. He's being very, very smart here, Ludlow. You see Aki there. You see Ron Ludlow. Almost out of the 1 second barrier. Yes, he is. So he's not going to get the DRS now. Oh, yes, he does get it. Just gets it. You have to use a bit of DRS there. Just to keep the attention. He's got to be very clean through this sector 1 here. Going into the last couple of laps. Whether ROM BFord can break that. Make 3 seconds on him in 2 laps. It's going to be very hard. Pace of Ludlow. Ludlow did lose a tenth and a little bit, but there. So he is not in the 1 second barrier now. He's going to have to use a bit of ERS to try and get into it. Or is he going to be very smart and try and save it all for the last lap? He's got the 1.56 seconds now. So he has got to burn a little bit here, I would have thought. Yep. Just to keep in contention, ROM BFord has to find 1.4 seconds here going into the last lap here. But ROM BFord has got a bit more ERS now. He has saved a bit, so he can use it. Med there is under pressure from Vaughan. Happy. But we'll move up to here. Don Baxter and, as you see there, Rom Drasy there coming into the final lap. And it's effectively now up to Ron Ludlow now to try and not lose a second on this lap. He's got to try and burn some ERS now. But it's slowly creeping away from him, the podium. ROM BFord had to do what he had to do. And ROM BFord is being held up a little bit there. It's going to be extremely close coming into this. It takes only one mistake from either driver. As ROM Ludlow is slowly creeping down to 2.2. So he really has to smash this ERS now. 2.4. 6 tenths to find for ROM BFord. ROM BFord's going to be burning absolutely everything here on the straight. Did he get DRS assistance there from Dylan Baxter? No, he didn't. 2.4. See there, Ron Ludlow has burnt every single bit of his ERS there. He was very late on the brakes there. It's up to 2.2. He's got to find 8 tenths here in the final couple of corners. I can't see him doing it now because it's up to 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 7 tenths, 6 tenths. He's going to be absolutely perfect coming into this final couple of corners, and Ron Ludlow has been absolutely perfect so far in this race, and it could be that it goes down to the final couple of corners. Can he get a good exit there, Ludlow? He does do it! By 2 tenths of a second, he gets 3rd place. That's an amazing podium there for Ludlow. And he held on there despite huge pressure there at the very last lap. And ROM BFord, in all fairness to him, he did try to get that gap. But through penalties there, Ron Ludlow gets the podium. And congratulations to him. And Dylan Baxter gets 2nd place there. Ron Drasy, we held it on there. I'm sorry there, Ron Drasy, but the action was there. We had to watch it. So congratulations to Drasy and all the finishers there. Yeah, you see your race winner there, Rom Drazi. Dylan Baxter in second place, and an unbelievable 0.2 of a second there for Ludlow. Gets third place on the podium. Xbox is running a little bit slow, isn't it? Didn't even give the official order. Oh well. Welcome, Dylan. Have you ticked the box and everything? Does Lorne normally join?
Right, I've got to tick it.
I sent him an invite. We'll just have to start without him. With Dylan Baxter. Congratulations, Dylan Baxter, here today. You got P2. You must be very happy with that. Obviously, the race win was just slightly out of hand there due to really your pit stop. And really,
Yeah,
want to tell us about
the
your
good
race
jiggle.
and your quality?
I think it was pretty good. I was surprised what lead at the start. I thought they'd just run away from me at the start, but they were batting really hard, so I was able to get past them. And then I think my pace was pretty bad. I'm surprised I got a podium. Um, and then yeah, well, obviously B4 spun and Jazz got past me, and I was kind of staying like kind of with them as we 1.5 seconds, and then I pit early. I got caught behind 2 cars, so I lost like 5 seconds, and then from there it was just I was driving to the line really. I couldn't catch him, and he was like 5 seconds behind me, so I was just cruising.
Mm. Yeah, so you got the podium and P2, so congratulations to you there. And on to the race winner here today, Rom Drazi. Obviously, a bit of an easy one there in the end, because of the pit stop that for Dylan really affected him, and obviously Rom BFord spinning. But tell us about your race, really, and obviously you're qualifying. You got pole.
Yeah, it was good. Happy I got pole by some margin, so that's good. And I always knew race was going to be a bit difficult because B4 usually has better race pace than me. But I also knew I had the lowest downforce, probably. So battling at the beginning, I was so slow in sector one because it's all about downforce. But I knew that if I wanted to pass him, I had to be on the straights. So I wasn't really, well, I'm not saying I wasn't really bothered, but I knew I was way quicker on both straights. So I just didn't bother battling that much into sector one, just to make sure I had a good exit out of the straight. And then before it spun, and then uh, after that it was just autopilot and make no mistakes to the end. Quite boring
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, it kind of
Yeah,
gets
it
a little bit
was.
that way, I suppose.
Yeah, me and Dylan were talking about other people's race for the last like 10 laps.
Yeah. It wasn't the most action-packed race, I would say. Um, there was quite a few overtakes here and there. The main action was more in the midfield, I'd say, um, than the leaders, because of the effectively ROM BFord sort of spinning out and Dylan getting held up at that pit stop. But I said in the commentary, I said that it just that 1.2 gap that you had to Dylan effectively won you the race. Really,
Yeah.
the pit stop. It was literally that 1 second got you out ahead of those two cars, and it was literally so hard for Dylan to get
I
the
was
done
like,
early.
he
Yeah.
couldn't catch him with his cold tires because behind the others. So
You got so lucky that it shows you how a pit strategy can work out for you sometimes and work against you. But
Yep.
yeah, that was the USA Grand Prix. Congratulations to the top three, and unbelievably, Ludlow at the very end and holding off ROM BFord by 0.2 of a second
Yeah.
at the end. Unbelievable. So congratulations to him on his third place, and obviously Dylan Baxter on P2, and obviously your race winner here today. Thank you very much.
Bye.
woo!